cover. We got both of the valve covers off. You got the timing cover off as well, and you're left with the timing chains. So what you need to do is remove this side of the chains first. Okay, this will be the phase 2. To time it, you need to look at 3 points. Number 1, alrighty, so we remove the second stage first, just that chain, the guides and the tensioner. You're going to rotate 1 full turn. You're going to rotate around 180 to the dot that's here on the side, and you're going to notice that you will not have this right here is not going to be on the flat section aligned with this one. Okay, both of these need to be flat, so you need to do a full 360. Okay, so it's gonna be like about a turn and a half, and then you're going to align again, and you need to align with those 2 dots right there. Okay, with the pump and the sprocket. You're gonna check the top, and then both of those flat spots are gonna be flat on the camshaft, pointing upwards, and you're gonna have your R and your L right about here. Okay, so now you're in stage 1 and you're ready to remove these 2 chains. Okay, so let me take these 2 out and install the new ones. Alrighty, so we are installing Cloy's brand, milling brand, and also of course the original GM brand are the way to go, because there is a ton of aftermarket very cheap ones that you will regret. So these are the top 3 that I recommend: Cloy's, milling, and of course original GM parts. So let me go ahead and install this, and then I'll tell you where the timing marks should go on the chain and all that. Alrighty, so we got our first phase chains installed, both this one and the center one. Before you remove the tensioner, okay, the tensioner pin, make sure that your chain make sure that your chain marks are correct. You're gonna have an L here and a mark right there on the tooth. Make sure another one here can align with the chain itself. And down at the bottom on this one, you're going to have a scope, and on that little hole you're gonna see the third link, okay? And all the tensioners and the guides are torqued down to 18 foot-pounds, okay? So once you sure that this is correct, remove the pin and your chain will be tight. Same thing for this bottom one. Your mark is going to be right here. Right on the sprocket you're going to have a mark. On the sprocket you're going to have another mark, and you need to align it with the mark that goes right here, okay? If it doesn't fully align, just move these top sprockets just a little bit and you should be able to reach the mark. Once you got the tensioner on, remove the pin and you should be able to move to phase 2 to install that last timing chain. So let me go ahead and do that and follow back. After you finish installing, you know, the first phase will be, which will be this chain, and then this other chain, you're gonna have the crankshaft marking matching the oil pump. You're gonna make sure you want to rotate it and push it into this direction. You're gonna have the chain link, the oil pump, and the crankshaft aligning, okay? At that point you're gonna be able to install your second phase, which will be this timing chain, okay? Make sure your mark is aligned, and at the bottom this link should align to the hole, and at the top, you know, with the letters and the markings. So good luck, and if you got any questions on future videos, comment below. I'll get you those answers, and I'll see you on the next one. So there it is. We got our timing chain completely installed. The only thing we got left right now will be just to clean our surfaces so we can install the timing cover, and the rest will be, you know, same thing: valve cover, gaskets, yada yada. So anyway, as far as this, before you remove the tensioners, make sure that your markings do align, okay? You're gonna have a marking here, and it should align with the chain link, as well as right here you're gonna have another letter here, should be an R, and you're gonna have another chain link right there matching, okay? And then you can release the tensioner. Like I said before, all the tensioners and the guides are 18 foot-pounds, and the sprockets right here, this one and this one, those are 43 foot-pounds. And other than that, once you install both of those, you know, you're pretty much set and ready to put everything back together. So yeah, there are plenty of videos out there that, you know, are more detailed and better visuals, because, you know, they can do it without the engine outside, you know. But definitely check out that Chloe's you know, the Chloe's video or mailing video, because it's pretty great, and you can see the full picture, you know, because it's not with the engine on. So anyways, so if you got any questions, comment below and I'll get you those answers, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.